Hello and welcome, my name is Robin, and this DVD is one of the best in my collection. I like Bulletproof Monk and Gamer because they seem like fictional movies from a television show used to make fun of two different eras of bad action movies. I like Diamond Ninja Force because it includes Golden Ninja Warrior, both unrelated to the action-adventure movie Platinum Ninja Revenge and its low-budget rip-off Aluminum Guy Dressed in Black effort, but none of them hold a place of Thedore Rex in my heart. Looking at the box, I think it's a buddy cop movie about a radical dinosaur. They do say the last few words of a stroke victim make for great movie inspiration. That's how I came up with a heist movie about a duo of dishwashers that disagree on what the purpose of art should be. And please, my medicine, I don't care you broke in my room, just call the nurse. Part of me just wants to let it stay on my shelf in between USA Against the Hong Kong Killers and Bridget Jones' Diary, glowing in its unlimited potential for strange badness. But life is for living. I'm going to stop sitting in a dark room, imagining the day I ask a girl out on a date with me to watch this movie, and instead watch it in a dark room, so I can see the screen better without the girl because of numerous very well explained to be unsurmountable and completely self-imposed obstacles. The movie Thedore Rex came out in 1995. It's a slightly cyberpunk detective body comedy. It takes place in a world where a brilliant scientist guy, I'm going to call Big Company Man, has brought back dinosaurs and made them as smart as humans. But the story needs them to be dinosaurs because they thought they make more money that way. This movie starts with text explaining something about the movie, making you wonder why they use the medium of film and then just put text on screen. The text says Big Company Man wants to freeze the world and start a new one. So there goes the mystery in your detective movie. Then a dream sequence. I had no real idea what this movie was going to be about before I watched it, and I was very happy seeing this. Then the dinosaur Teddy wakes up and goes to help investigate the murder he just dreamed about. This movie is partially about a guy getting to be a detective for the first time and really trying to prove he can, but he kind of already is. I don't want to sound like I think I'm some brilliant writer, filling the people's minds with brand new concepts, ideas and feelings only equipped with an ink and feather. But you know, that's bad writing. Don't have your character just have the thing they're trying to get, unless you're being really smart and it fits your expression. Thedore Rex isn't. Whoopi Goldberg is being a grid police officer. The dinosaur goes to a party to talk to the commissioner, while some high-powered guy is trying to convince the commissioner to hire the dinosaur under the guise of interspecies peace. He actually wants him to hire him so the crime won't get solved. Teddy gets distracted by a table with meat.
You may help yourself.
So, what do we have, Frenchie? Meat, 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 and meat. You know I'm a recovering carnivore.
Sweets.
Yes! Cookies!
One per customer.
Man, that dinosaur just doesn't stop talking. He talks when he's alone.
Oh, sorry. Oh, holy shit. Back to traffic school. Coming.
When he's off screen, he talks while other people are talking.
Don't bruise the taffeta.
Wide load coming through.
Ooh, shouldn't have said that, sorry.
Slap him down.
It's horrible. It's this weird constant mumble. It's obviously improvised, and even though it's so much, it's never funny. The commissioner decides he gets to be a detective, even though, you know, he already kind of was. Whoopi Goldberg is his partner, which she hates because he's a dinosaur. They get an autopsy report about a dead dinosaur. Who's this movie for? The jokes are so bad they must be intended for children, but then there's just a dinosaur corpse laying on a cold metal table. They find out the dead dinosaur has a name, but I think dead dinosaur is good enough. They also find out he's married to a dinosaur singer, so they go to her club for more information. A big element for noir films is the mysterious bar with the beautiful tragic singer. Thedore Rex honors this tradition as Molly Rex dons the stage and sings a hauntingly beautiful cover of Blue Velvet. Or at least it would have been fun if she did. After her performance, they tell her about her husband's death.
Wait a minute. You said you didn't know he was dead, and suddenly now you're having the funeral? I find that a bit odd.
Nope. Speedy funerals are a dino custom.
She really isn't lying. This made me think she was part of the big conspiracy. But the movie just felt like it needed to explain why the funeral was going to take place before the world-freezing missile launch. They know the dead dinosaur works for Big Company Man, so they go to his office. Big Company Man talks to them about a species of fish that can survive being frozen, making me wonder if the text at the start was a last failed attempt to make this movie less incomprehensible. His whole fish talk seems like a step in trying to figure out the bigger mystery for the viewer, but because it was explained before the movie really began, it's just a waste of time. Also, the dinosaur is still talking too much.
Goodbye. And I really enjoyed seeing the fishies.
Let's go.
Excuse me. Coming!
They learn nothing and now it's funeral time. Lady Dinosaur talks with Teddy, and after the funeral, they go back to Teddy's place and have a seductive yet tastefully shot lovemaking session, Or at least it would have been hot if they did.
Here we are, home sweet home. I'm just gonna straighten up a little. Oh well. So it's a mess.
Oh, say, it's so cozy.
You really think so?
Yo.
I decorated myself.
Ooh. Whoa.
Nice kick.
Yeah, I started in the chorus.
No kidding, really?
Why is this movie like this? This must have been improvised. It so perfectly captures that moment when you're improvising, when you don't have anything funny, but you have to have something funny, so you just start saying anything and repeating yourself, and it's horrible. It's a movie about that. Then someone that works for the police reconstructs the thing that killed the dead dinosaur. So they go to the arms dealer who also runs a cryo chamber thing. There's a little guy in a bag. I like how the caterpillar looks, but I hate how he keeps talking.
Let's go, come on. Up and away. We're going now. Whoop, this is us moving. Elevator up. I'm going.
Be out of here.
Let's go.
Follow me.
They meet the arms dealer.
What is this, Kung Fu? I don't want to play games with you.
What is this, Kung Fu? I don't want to play games with you. That's not... That just doesn't... Why did no one tell her? So he tries to escape by blowing them up.
What is that?
It's a bug and it's beeping.
It's beeping and I don't feel good about it. Let's, backtrack.
Easy.
Steady.
Don't shake the platform.
You know what? Little tiny baby steps to the left is good. Now to the right.
Don't slowly back away from a bomb. How can you not know that? Did 99% of this movie's actual film rolls get burned, and it's supposed to be a story about a teenage boy convincing a girl with eating disorders and trust issues to disobey her nice parents? Were they only left with the outtakes for the acid-induced dream sequence? They catch him anyway, and for being the guy that just sells weapons, he has a pretty good understanding of what big company man's evil plan is. So now the main characters know it too. Multiple people that work for the big bad know his plan is to end almost all human life, including theirs, and they don't seem to care. You could call it a plot hole, but I really like the idea of shady, greedy people working for a super rich guy undoubtedly planning to end the world in a not so distant future. It's a cool, exaggerated metaphor for these big companies run by inhuman systems, marching us to the end of the world, and the people that work for them. But that's not what this movie is doing, it's definitely just a plot hole. They go to some other people that work for big company guy, which I wouldn't mention if it wasn't for this scene.
Oh, hey, guys. How y'all doing?
This bride keeps popping up.
Don't I, though? Did you miss me? I bet you did. I missed you. We had such a good time. You know, I was thinking about it the other day. We had such a good time when I was shooting at you, you were shooting at me, trying to kill me, remember? And I thought, where do I go if I have a problem? Where did I come? To you. I'm looking for Kane, and I need your help. Now, why would you do that? I'm really crushed. I mean, I came here because I thought you could help. I mean, I'm so emotional, I don't know what to do.
This seems so arrogant. Oh, we're so funny, let's have Whoopi Goldberg use how funny she is as her weapon. What did the sound guy think while seeing this live? Was the crew laughing? They break into big company guy's building. Whoopi Goldberg gets incapacitated. She's part robot, they just throw it in there at the end because they couldn't come up with a reason someone wouldn't be able to move after a shootout. This movie is full of horrible, unfunny, weird moments. But I think it's important to take a step back and realize that sure, from moment to moment it's an incomprehensible mess, but this movie also doesn't make any sense overall. What does this movie want to say? What vague emotion can it only express by having a dinosaur be a detective? Or to give it more leeway, what do the main characters learn? Nothing. Not in a row. This movie is full of horrible, unfunny, weird moments. But I think it's important to take a step back and realize that, sure, from moment to moment it's an incomprehensible mess, but this movie also doesn't make any sense overall. What does this movie want to say? What vague emotion can it only express by having a dinosaur be a detective? Or to give it more leeway, what do the main characters learn? Nothing. Not in a well-written way. The movie just lies to you by having the characters suddenly say they did.
All this time you've been telling me a good cop uses a gun, right?
No, she didn't. She just didn't. People built sets for this. Someone painted tail compartment on the side of a car.
Molly? Oh! Molly!
Oh, Teddy.
You barely know each other. The only occasions you've met were caused by the death of her husband. It's insultingly bad writing. People are dumb. They won't notice these characters never learn anything if they just say they did. He catches the bad guy and everything ends up alright. I'd recommend this movie. It's very, very bad. Never that boring. And there's a lot more stuff that doesn't make any sense, doesn't go anywhere, that I didn't talk about, you can still enjoy. I'm glad I watched it. It had some very high expectations to beat, and it had a little guy in a bag. What is this, Kung Fu? I don't want to play games with you. If I ever make a neo-noir cyberpunk story about two self-taught and self-funded detectives solving a corporate mystery and slowly discovering the fate of the world is at stake, and then more horrifyingly that the people in power don't care, I'm going to use that line. Bye.
And swish! I got a strong tail. Okay, my first case.
Don't cook your circuits again, Coltrane. I'm sick of always dragging you in for repair.
Downloading